Hey guys, it's Ash from Eyeliner Addiction. It has been so long since I've sat down and filmed a video. I apologize. Life just kind of got in the way. As some of you guys might know, I started my first semester of med school this fall. It's not that I haven't had enough time, it's more so that when I've had a break, I've been doing other things. Like vlogging has not been a priority. But I'm trying to make it one because there's so much I have to say and there's so many looks that I want to show you guys, and there's just like a lot. Yeah, but for today's video I thought I would film a get ready with me and chit chat about med school. I will be showing you guys how I do my everyday professional look. It's a quick and easy thing to do for anyone who, you might not, if you don't have that much time in the morning, you're trying to just, get your face to look decent to get to work. This is it. This is the look for you. What I'm going for is just a look that makes you look more awake and put together. I think that's really important, just being in a professional setting. Even though we're just going to class and learning things, I still think it's important to look like you made an effort. I'm going to step off my soapbox now so that we can get started. So first I'm going to start out with my NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. I absolutely love this product. It is my go-to face product because it's so easy to apply and it provides like light to medium coverage, which is exactly what I'm going for. And so what I usually do is I'll just dab it on my face and then go in with a beauty blender. Yeah. So med school. Ooh, where do I even begin? I guess to sum it up, so far there have been lots of fun parts about med school and also lots of tricky, difficult parts about med school, which I guess is probably what you would expect. I really like it. I love that I'm finally learning the subjects that I'm actually interested in. So right now I'm taking anatomy, physiology, biochem, and we have a intro to doctoring class basically where we go over different types of exams and like learn how to interview patients. Is the material any more difficult than undergrad? If you ask me, I'd say no. I honestly think it's just med school is basically undergrad on steroids. Like, you're just going at a faster pace and you're covering more material. So I remember when I was interviewing, a lot of people would compare it to a fire hose. So they'd say undergrad's kind of like drinking out of a sink faucet, right? Not too bad. And then you get to med school and it's like trying to drink out of a fire hose. And I thought this was like the silliest thing ever. Like, why a fire hose? But now I get it. It's so true. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. I'm going to be using my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown. I typically like to use my Brow Wiz pencil when I do a more natural look, but I just ran out and I'm actually quite upset about it. But it's okay. We'll just use the pomade today. It'll work just fine. I just feel like this creates a darker look. I feel like with the Brow Wiz pencil, I can do like better individual strokes. You can do it with this too. I just don't really know how or have the patience to do it. Interestingly enough, I feel that my work-life balance in med school has been way better than it was in undergrad. And that could just be me, because I think I tried way too hard in undergrad. It's not I think, I definitely did. That's probably my biggest regret. Honestly, that's not to say I didn't have any fun. I absolutely loved hanging out with my friends. I had such a good group of friends. And I also just like loved being on a big Big Ten campus. Like, it was just really fun. However, there were many nights where I lost sleep over, small things about school and like being pre-med. Like, it was just so uptight all the time. which is funny. Now I feel like I'm a completely different person. There's just so much that you could worry about being in med school, and if you let yourself worry about it, you're only going to stress yourself out. It doesn't help you whatsoever, and that's kind of the realization I came to. And also, one of the best pieces of advice that I got from an older student when I started was that you have to force yourself to take a break. Because if you keep saying, oh, like, I'll go out with my friends when I catch up with this, or once I've mastered this material, and like, you're never going to. I'm sorry, but you're not. So I think the best way to go about it is just like, setting blocks of time where you do focus in and really study, and then once you reach your time frame, like the end period, like, you're just done. You're done for the night. And I find that that's been really helpful for me. One of the other things that I think that's been really helping me is I started doing yoga in the spring, and so I found a studio here that I absolutely love, and I've been going, I'd say usually like 3 times a week at least, except for the past 3 weeks. That was a pretty rough period, but I'm getting back into it, which is great, and I love it. It helps me like really take time to focus on something that's not school. You're focusing on the different poses that you're doing, and for an hour and 15 minutes I can forget that I'm a med student. It's great. Next, I'm just gonna add some color to my face. I've been trying out this new technique. I don't know if I'd call it a technique. It's kind of just me being lazy. So remember when these silicone pads were a thing? They were just like, people actually use them to like dab their faces. Well, I ordered one from Amazon, and I absolutely hate it. It doesn't work, or I don't know how to use it. So I kind of just like found it the other day, and I decided, this would be like a great blending palette for different colors. And so what I've been doing is I'll take my liquid blush, just put a drop on it, and then add a drop of the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops. So this is kind of like a shimmery highlighter product. And so I'll drop that on there as well. You don't want too much because it can be overwhelming. And we're going for a more natural look. I have both of them, and then I just squish it, blend them together. There's really no technique to this. You just squish it. So then the colors should be well mixed, and then I go back with my beauty blender and I'll dab the product and I'll just add it to my cheekbone. And so it just adds a little color to my face. It brightens up your face a little. So yeah, that's what I've been trying out. So I went ahead and curled my eyelashes before I do my eyeshadow. That's just what I do because I feel like I'm less likely to touch my eyes then. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I absolutely love this palette. This reminds me of a continuation of the, what is it called? Modern Renaissance palette. In the sense that it's still got a lot of warm tones, which I absolutely love. And so I'm going to start out with a large fluffy brush, and I'll be going in with this burnt orange shade. This is like my perfect transition color. I love it. Yeah, so I'll just be applying that kind of all over my crease and above my crease. So what does my typical day look like? I guess it depends on the day. So here we have anatomy lab on Mondays and Wednesdays, as well as anatomy lectures. So those are our late start days. We don't have lecture until 1 p.m., so it's actually really nice. I thought I wouldn't like it because I like consistency in my life, but it's been really useful. So we'll have lecture for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then we have lab until 5 p.m. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, we have physiology and our biochem class. Tuesdays we also have it's called Foundations to Clinical Medicine. It's our like doctoring class that I mentioned earlier. And So that's in the afternoon. So Tuesdays are like jam-packed. They're kind of exhausting. Quick pause. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to be using a smaller fluffy brush, and I am going to go in, do I want to do sienna or rustic? I think I'm feeling rustic, so just kidding, I'm feeling sienna. I'm going to go in with this reddish brown shade, and I'm going to focus this also in my crease, but mostly in my outer eye. Like, I don't want to get it everywhere like this shade that I just did. So just start at the outer corner and slowly blend in. I always start below the crease and then slowly blend out because you don't want a lot of pigment above the crease. What was I saying? Tuesdays suck. Thursdays is usually just our lectures. Except, so at my school we have kind of like, what do I want to call them? Essentially, you get to pick from a list of different topics, so bioethics, global health, public health, health systems and management policy, which is the pathway I'm in. Great pathway. Clinician, educator, research. There's a lot of different things we could pick from, and that's about it. I stopped going to lectures and I started streaming. Luckily, we have that option. I'm so grateful for it because sitting in one classroom, one auditorium for 4 hours in a row, it's just like, it's awful. And I just can't keep up with the pace. So I like to pause my videos whenever I'd like, and rewind whenever I miss something. Otherwise, if I miss it in class, I just get so focused on it and I can't move on. I'm gonna go back with this medium blending brush, and I'm just gonna go over what I just did, kind of blend the two colors together. Just like a little. Next, I'm gonna go in again with my small blending brush, and I'm gonna go in with this Cypress Umber color. It's the dark brown. And this I'm also going to just focus in on my outer eye. I just dab a little. These shades are so pigmented. So it's just to add dimension. I'm not really trying to add too much color. That is not the focus of this look. Honestly, good enough. So then I'm going to go in with a flatter brush with this shade Glistening. I'm just going to apply this over my inner eye and then just like kind of try to blend it in with the other colors that I've already applied. That's it. What else do I want to tell you about med school? The people are great. I have found such a good group of friends. They're awesome. I don't think I would have survived the first 2 blocks without them. And also, I've been so lucky to have my best friend from high school as my roommate, and we're classmates. Like, what? What are the chances of that? The best part is we get along so well. Jen's just like the best. So my iPhone just told me that I don't have enough space. So I had to take like 20 minutes to delete a bunch of old videos and old photos. Don't know if it's going to be enough. We'll see. But I'm going to have to 2 times speed the rest of this video. So I'm done with my eye makeup. I'm just going to add some mascara, and then I'll do my eyeliner, and then that should basically be it. And then lips. Next, I'm going to go in with this Revlon Color Stay. It's a Kajal, I think I'm pronouncing that right, eyeliner. It's a dark brown color, which I was really hesitant about because I only use black eyeliner prior to this. I really love the consistency of this, though. I think it's like great for tight lining the eye, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Greatest challenges in med school? Ooh. One of them, I'd have to say, is not having much patient interaction. Honestly, I think I had more patient interaction in undergrad, just from like volunteering and working as a scribe. So it's frustrating to think that I'm stuck in the classroom all day. That's really it. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use the same eyeliner and just do a quick wing, nothing really dramatic, just to kind of pull the look together. And we do have the opportunity to volunteer at a free clinic, which is, I already had my shift and it was amazing. I absolutely loved it. You kind of get to see how, a free clinic works, and then also just like interacting with the second and third year students was really cool to just, you just see how much they know, and you're just like, how do I get there? But yeah, so that was really cool. And you're working with a different patient population, and I think it teaches you a lot about just being really mindful of that and just respectful. I really shouldn't talk when I do my eyeliner. This is exactly what happens. Whatever, it looks good. And so, the cool part about this eyeliner is that it comes with this, it's kind of a harsh brush actually, but it does the job to like smoke out your wing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Another challenge of med school is not comparing yourself to other people. It's way easier said than done. I always say it because I'm like, we're all different. We're all different places. And there's always going to be someone better than you. Hear about these people, like they're doing this, and this. And I'm just like, I want to be doing all these things. But like, for me personally, I tend to overcommit myself. And so that's one area that I need to watch out for. So I'm working on it. Okay, finally moving on to my lips. This is like the last thing I usually do. And I'm going to be using this, I want to say Revlon, and it's in the shade Honey Douce. This is like a really good nude for me. It really is my lips, but better. So this just really makes my lips look a lot smoother and a little bit glossier, but you can't really tell that I'm wearing lipstick. And lastly, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what specialty I'm interested in. As of right now, I'm quite undecided. There's just so much that I'm interested in. Also, there's just so much that's out there that I don't even know about, probably. So I can't commit. Right now, I'm looking at dermatology, OBGYN, and facial plastics and reconstructive surgery. I don't know. I feel like I'm just like all over the board with that. We'll see. I'm shadowing a pediatric ENT or ear, nose, throat doctor today, so that'll be really cool. Hopefully I see some cool stuff. Yeah. So I'm done with my everyday professional look. I'm going to stop blabbing on now. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This look is so easy to do. As you guys saw, I do this almost every day. Sometimes I'm too lazy and I don't wear like even half of this makeup, but for the most part, this is what I do, and it takes me like 10 to 15 minutes. So if you guys enjoyed what you saw, please hit the like button and subscribe down below, and definitely follow me on Instagram if you want to keep up and see what I'm up to, because I post on that a lot more than I post on YouTube. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for what you'd like to see in future videos, be sure to comment that below as well. And otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one.